Hey guys, how we doing? Mo doesn't want to stop barking, so I gotta try to break him of his habit of barking at every motorcycle and loud truck that goes by. So he's hanging with me. He's kind of tethered to the front of the garage. But he's doing good. I'm able to correct him though. Right, Mo? Come here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're a good boy. So he's a little nervous, but he's doing good. Second day in a row I've had him over here. His mama's trying to sleep and you're barking. Right, buddy? Alright, enough of him. Alright, so. Easy, buddy. I know. The roof is done. All flashed in. Bunch of lead up there. Lots of lead. I left the old top flashing, but I redid all the bottom. I had gotten a roll of lead. Needs a little bit more sun to knock down a couple of the shingles, but came out good. All my safety lines are off of there. I do have a ladder up against the house because I still want to clean both chimneys, but they're done. And I ran that pellet stove until it ran out of pellets, and it worked fine. It is a manual start on this one. And I can't find a name on this one anywhere, unfortunately. If anybody can ID this one, please speak up. I don't know if it's like a Home Depot brand or something like that, but I don't know. I took all the panels off. I couldn't see anything as far as any kind of information. But if anybody recognizes this one, just kind of give me a shout if you would. But I think that one's going to go in the house because that one pretty much you set to a number and it feeds a certain amount. So that would probably stay fairly consistent inside the house, so that like number 3 or number 4 feed rate. And just kind of let it go. And I have one more that I picked up, which I think is going to go in the garage. It says cat for control panel. That works off a thermostat, so I can set it when I leave the garage. I can set the garage for 50 degrees and just basically keep it above freezing when I'm not in here. So what's going on? I am finally came up with something, I believe, for a back fender for this bike, and I basically took one of those OCC Schwinn fenders off one of those bikes and used it for a mold. And what I did was I took a horseshoe, heated it up and beat it into submission to try to get the same curve as the ball of it, and then I took 2 wrenches and attached it to them. And after that I had a bunch of hardware. As you can see, all the hardware spread out on the bench, and I was trying to come up with some kind of funky pattern on the inside of it, but the larger hardware was leaving too many voids in it. So I went and I had this box of stainless, and I picked out from the stainless and filled it all the nuts in with that. And she's probably still warm, but that's kind of what I ended up with. I think that makes something different, you know, and that was the my intent. Again, on the bike I do have wrenches and whatnot throughout it and horseshoes. So if you're looking at the front fender setup and mounts, they are all horseshoes. Another horseshoe up there, and wrenches and sockets. So keeping with that theme, I went with some I have a box of scrap that I grabbed at someone's yard sale. Was in a free pile, which was like wrenches and whatever. So that's what I used, and then I just ran over it with a wire wheel to kind of bring the stainless back, kind of give it the same idea as the chrome in the center. And then these are going to darken up over time because these are just regular steel. They're not any stainless or anything like that. But it did warp on me a little bit when I was welding it. It's got a bit of a twist to the center of it. But we're not going to worry about perfection. But that is kind of something like that is what we're going to have for a rear fender for the setup. Again, just trying to make it different. So that's what I got for that. And then I was trying to figure out what to use for the gas tank, and I went shopping on eBay and I came up with some decals, and they were cheap enough, and I think I'm gonna go with a snap-on. they do have ratchets, snap-on ratchets for the front. I just thought the colors matched right, so I was thinking something like that. And I think I'm going with the black over the red, and we'll have snap-on. It'll be a snap-on bike. Kind of reminded me of a snap-on toolbox. There's the white, but I think the black will look better because it just kind of picks off all the other black pieces on the bike. There's nothing else that's on the bike that's white. So, getting there. Sometimes you have to let it set for a little while and then think about what you want to try and make and come up with it. So I wanted to try, and that's what I came up with. If not, it's going to turn into something else. Big tongue for scrap metal art. I don't know. Went to a show this past Sunday that VW Fool LY, I think that's his name, had mentioned to me a while ago over in Salisbury. It was Pellington Farm, I think is the name of it. And it was a motorcycle show slash, it was like a motorcycle show for the guys, and the women have like, it's a bazaar type flea market art craft kind of thing where everybody's got their tents set up selling their woes of different things. And I did bring the board track bike with me, and it was well received. And again, I was afraid I was going to be stuck around a couple hundred Harleys and that I'd be here with this bike, and that was not the case. It was a very good mix of all different kinds of things. If you guys saw that 1928 Indian starting up, to give you an idea, it's kind of like what the whole show was about. All different eclectic kind of stuff. So I kind of fit in, and they had a class for moped and scooters and whatnot, and I did do quite well on that, and I ended up, is that the name of the place? We ended up with first place with a moped scooter class, and does that look like me? So I did quite well. Next year I would definitely bring more bikes with me, and probably fill up that class with all my stuff. But I was pleased. A bunch of people kind of liked the ingenuity of what I put together, so if they like that, I'm sure they'd like some of the other bikes that I've made. Harvey Spooner, yeah, what I do for my welding setup is I do hang them off of a metal band. He's cleaning up his garage. You guys check out his channel. He's addicted to the horde of collecting too much stuff, and he's trying to organize this garage, and he had made a comment about my welding area. What I do is I have a power strip that runs down the side, and basically I plug all the grinders in, and there's a meat hook over here keeping them to the side, and I just the cords plug in there, and if I need them I can walk away with them. But for the most part I just hang them all up on the rack up there, and it gets them out of my way. All the cords stay out of the way, and basically I just on the welding bed I just pretty much have a vise on there for holding stuff, and clamp it to there, and then all the welders pretty much tuck in around it and underneath it. So Harvey, if that helps you out at all. There's another one over here on the side. These do not get used as much, so they're not plugged in, but those are the larger ones hanging that section of the wall. And someday I want to build one like that. It's a 1904 Indian. But someday. Look at him. Alright, he's calming down. That's good. That's the first time he's pretty much settled down to where he's laid down. Alright guys, well I am going to go back to putting the bike together and making a mount for that back fender and putting some stickers on it. And again, thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting, and catch you later. Bye.